Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. I'm going to go ahead and take care of my hunger and thirst now, I believe. And then, if I remember, we mostly did a little light cleaning here in Sanctuary. So, what I think I'm going to do is just go around and collect a few essentials or a few things to help me out. And then head over to get the bobblehead with Preston before I do any more settlement building. Let's see here, I'm trying to remember controls, so give me just a moment on that. Let's go ahead and do my level up. I think for now I'm going to toss it in some charisma, because I'm going to need at least enough charisma to do the local leader perk for the, I can put a hat on. Local leader perk for supply lines, those are going to be important. Let's see here. My weapon should be fine. Right, food. That's what I was trying to find. Let's go cook at the fire over towards the exit of the town. What I'm going to be doing right now, like I said, is just going around and collecting a few essentials. I want to get some armor and weapons that might be better than what I have on me immediately before going and doing some fighting. Okay, now that we've got a little bit of food, let's see if we can't... I'm not sure how much it'll take to fix it, so... Almost. Still peckish. Let's eat the bloat fly. Still hungry? Wow. Alright, we can finally get out and start making some progress for a little bit. I'm not a big fan of grenades. You probably saw I just picked up a frag, or a couple frag grenades. They're not particularly useful in my opinion. I mean, like, you can do some very significant single point damage, but it's very risky on yourself as well, actually. Okay, so we picked up a few things. Let me check out what I've got real quick. Is the apparel that I just got, it's got 5 resistance. Is that better than what I'm already wearing? Potentially. It looks like it's better than the Vault's jumpsuit, so yeah. Switch to that real quick. Got a few different weapons. Double barrel shotgun, same as the handmade, so I'll just keep the handmade equipped. I'm not a big fan of the pipe rifles or any of that nonsense. Let's go pick up Dogmeat real quick. He'll help out.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Alright, so now we have at least a beginning companion to help us out in this early little bit. What are you pointing at? I heard it, but I don't see it. Oh, there you are. Would you? Oh, he brought me a stem pack. Did you drop it? I know he had it in his mouth. Where'd it go? Probably in his inventory, to be totally honest. Now, if I remember right, isn't there rat poison right? I'm pretty sure as soon as I take that rat poison, there's going to be a bunch of mole rats show up, which is good because I need more food. Like I said, I don't want to do any of that yet. I'm just going to do the same thing I did with Sanctuary. Give a quick little look around, see if I can find anything immediately useful. Milk bottles are helpful. Oh, I hear the mole rats. Hey. Face. Did I get disease? Yeah, I got a disease already. That's crazy. I was really trying not to get bit by those, but you can kind of see how that goes. I'm already pretty curious what the disease even does. I don't remember. I do have antibiotics, if I'm not mistaken. I don't plan on doing this as like a VATS heavy playthrough, but I mean, it's still going to get used plenty, so don't expect it to be completely left out. This is going to be empty. There's nothing of extreme value here, but I just want to make a quick little run through and pick up whatever I can that seems helpful. Let's go ahead and check out this illness real quick. Stats first to see what it does. Show effects. It makes me take more damage. Okay. Antibiotics. I don't know how to make more of that personally. Like, not off the top of my head. Like I said, I'm not used to dealing with the disease. I've played on survival before, but it's been a very long time. Let's check out this terminal. Red Rocket. Business entries. New equipment installed. Took some wrangling with the head office, but we finally got all the tools we need to machine our own parts. No more having to pay for Corvega factory parts the next time they change the spec on a damn fastener. Just take one we got and trim the excess down until it fits. Rosa Restoration. That Rosa widow in Sanctuary Hills is restoring an old classic Corvega with her son. Nice woman, pretty. Kid seems like kind of a brat, but I guess that's the point of her doing this project with him. Anyway, she's been doing a hell of a job. I was amazed at how much her and the kid have been able to do on their own. The only reason she even came to me is because the engine is out of her depth. I'm sure we can help her out. Okay, safe storage. Jim, take care of these barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors are coming first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. We'll figure out a long-term solution later. Hey, if nature's going to favor us with a cave right below the shop, who am I to argue? So, got a tip that there's a cave underneath this red rocket. Friday, October 1st. Oh, that's a short... There we go. Replace the brakes in 2075 Fusion Flea Supreme. Wednesday, October 6th. Monthly service on Vault Tech van. No major issues with the vehicle, but the rep is a uppity asshole. Began work on a late model motorcycle, pre-atomic. What seemed to be simply a sticky throttle turned out to be a more serious issue with the cables. They're almost all completely degraded. We'll replace with platinum parts. Monday, October 18th. Coolant leak in one of these new 2077 Corvega coupes. Bubble top. They don't make them like they used to. Friday, October 22nd. Oh, another really short entry. Replace the atomic alternator in a 2073 Corvega. So those were really very short logs. Let's see here. Did get the good information that there's a cave under the red rocket. Of course, I did already know about it, but we'll be heading under there here in a minute. Should be more... I can't remember if it's rad roaches or more mole rats, but we'll find out. Now, I had mentioned this, I think. If not, I'll go ahead and say it now. I intend to use this red rocket as my primary base of operations. So I intend to do things like set up most of my crafting stations here, utilize this garage as best I can. I still need to listen to that high honey thing. Let me pull that back out real quick. Okay, let me go ahead and listen to that.
Oopsie. No, no, no. Little fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay. Hi, honey. Listen, I don't think that Sean and I need to tell you how great of a father you are. But we're going to anyway. Isn't that right? You are kind and loving and funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, my mom used to say. Look, with Sean and us all being home together, it's been an amazing year. But even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There'll be changes, sure. Things we need to adjust to. You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family. Now, say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Come on. Bye, honey. We love you.
Alright, so that was a last message from your wife and child. Obviously, in the previous episodes we showed the wife unfortunately being murdered and the child being kidnapped, which that is the main goal of the, or plot of the story at this point, is to try and track down your son. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the edit out the loading screen here, but let's head into this mole rat den. Alright, so I'm gonna go, let's see. What does my water affect? Because it says I'm thirsty again already. Intelligence and perception. So we'll go ahead and top off a water. I want to make sure my intelligence is pretty much maxed out at all times. Really still thirsty. Jeez. Okay. So we got some brain fungus in here. Obviously this said it's a mole rat den, so there will be mole rats down in here. From what I remember, there's some extremely explosive environment down here in the cave, so I'm going to try and just blow that up right away without getting too far down in there. Well, so much for that. Go ahead, do a level up real quick. What do I want? I know Night Person is an important thing that I plan on getting. It's why I want to go get the Preston bobblehead pretty early on. I considered Idiot Savant, but I don't think we're going to go with that. Let's start off, my intelligence is max, so let's get Nerd Rage right away. Because that's going to come in handy for sure, since I am somewhat fragile. Crap. Get a little bit of shotgun going on. Hopefully that's everybody. I wasted a lot of bullets there, and then needed to reload because I kind of just shot wildly. Unfortunately, I failed to blow up stuff like I had hoped to. There's supposed to... I thought that red thing there, which is what I was shooting at initially, was a... like an explosive, which would trigger all the stuff down here, but it didn't seem to quite work out that way. Lots of glowing fungus and brain fungus down here if you need it for any reason. I don't know how much chems I'm going to be making. Maybe things like illness prevention or cures. If that's something I can make in a crafting bench, I'll probably consider that. I don't know how many I'll find. I'm not super familiar with them. I don't remember it really being a thing. You definitely, if you're playing on survival like I am, you want to pick up these bottles. The coolant and antifreeze bottles are helpful too for various things, especially if you make chems. I'm gonna take the bones, though I don't feel much of a need for them that I can think of. Kind of just trying to grab everything I can here since it's so close to the settlement right above us. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a... See, if you can see, there's a gas here too, in the air that would have been flammable. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's another mole rat I'm going to have to worry about. What I was going to say, though, there's a fusion core right there, which is like a power armor battery, but it's pretty heavily radiated back here. You just want to grab that real quick and get out. There's a note here, which I'll take and read away from the radiation, because I'm already getting radiated real quick. Let me just come over here real quick and see if I can't... There we go. That's what I was trying to do initially. I thought that was a bomb, but it was not. This is. So that's why it didn't go off originally, is I just shot old Nuka-Cola vending machine thinking it was a bomb. My bad. But now, so the reason that I went ahead and shot that, even though it wasn't really a danger to me, is I didn't want to... I think there's another mole rat or something down here, like a glowing one usually. A radiated one. And I didn't want to, like, shoot down here and get myself blown up because of it. Yeah, I can hear it. Come on, I know you're down here. Really? Okay. Maybe it's already dead then. Like I said, just taking more or less anything I can. Normally I would no. Oh, crap. Well. Who cares about a little radiation now, right? Normally I wouldn't bother picking up just everything I see because of weight, but in this case it's fine. Got a novice lock here. Very easy, didn't even have to move it. I'm trying to just grab everything here I can, though. Like I said, since it's so close to the settlement, and I just don't intend on coming back down here anytime soon, if at all. I think that's more or less everything. So let's go ahead and head back out. I guess I can go ahead and read that note. Should be a miscellaneous. Trash Busters Award. Mr. Benson, on behalf of the Boston Regional Office, I would like to congratulate you and your team on winning the 2076 Trash Busters Award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Respect for the environment is an integral part of corporate image, and we appreciate your innovative efforts in this regard. Sincerely, Gerard Phillips, Vice President, Boston Regional. So they were awarded for essentially dumping all of their waste down here, including like a nuclear reactor or something. But, you know, that works for me. Got me some extra goodies. Make sure I didn't miss anything in these mole rats. Alright, and then I'm going to skip the loading again. Alright. Let's drop some stuff off here at Red Rocket, go and do a few more stops before we move on. Might as well check the chem station while I'm here, too. And cook up some more food. Fusion cores are kind of heavy, but I'm going to want to keep those on me. I'm going to need 10mm rounds. I'll keep the 45s. Let's drop the 38. Do a little bit of cooking. Alright. Backtrack just a smidge. This tower right here should have a few things sitting at the base of it. And there's just a few buildings and such over here I wouldn't mind going and visiting. I think one of those just fell into the ground, but that's fine. So there should be a little grave here somewhere. Come on, let me loot it. Should be another bloatfly here too somewhere. Maybe. Ah, there we go. So that's another thing you can do, is you can utilize VATS as like a threat detector and kind of just look around and see where an enemy is. In my case, I have been here so many times I kind of know what enemies are here. There's also, like I said, there's supposed to be like a little grave type thing here, a little treasure box buried in the ground near them. Struggling a little bit with remembering exactly where it was because it was kind of in these bushes. Right here is Abernathy Farm, which I will stop at very briefly and pick up a quest that I may get around to soon. This can become another settlement. Potatoes are really important, so I'll make sure and steal all those.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
It's okay, I'm friendly. Not looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
What kind of crops do you grow here?
Mostly potatoes so far, but we're starting on melons. Blake Abernathy. You new to the Commonwealth?
Yes. And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
Don't know. Never really thought about it.
Hell,
This
neither
hat
did I.
looks
I
massive.
was born into it. Word of advice, though. If you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Raiders. The name alone says something.
You really are new. The name's only the tip of the iceberg. They're well armed, take what they want, and kill whoever gets in their way. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back, and the sooner, the better.
What happened to the Minutemen?
Don't rightly know. I suppose they just went on to other things. The raiders are certainly making the most of the opportunity. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, pretty sure I do. One of them mentioned Olivia while they were here. My guess is they're holed up in that old USAF station.
Okay, so that'll pick up that quest for us, mark that station on our map, because we're going to be going in that general direction, though I don't know that I'm going to be taking that on immediately. Probably do a little bit of level grinding when I build up Sanctuary before heading over there. Right now I'm grabbing up all these potatoes. You really want potatoes, mutafruit, and... or mutefruit, mutfruit, I don't know what they're called necessarily exactly or pronounced. I'll figure it out when I find some. And there was one more thing, I think it was corn, so that you can make industrial adhesive in the cooking station. It's a very helpful, needed ingredient so that you can produce your own adhesive, which is essential when making...
New here? Well, if you've got anything worth trading, you can talk to me.
Sounds good.
But anyway, so yeah, adhesive's very constantly needed for crafting. I don't remember melons being totally useful, but if I'm not mistaken, you can actually sell the harvested melons to one of these people.
Hi.
Here for work? We could use some help picking melons if you've got some spare time. I'll give you caps for any you can bring me.
Did you say caps? Why would I want those?
Yeah, like bottle caps. And because it's money? At least it is here in the Commonwealth.
You guys pay for things with bottle caps? What happened to dollars and cents?
That old stuff? Not too useful these days, unless you're looking to stock up your outhouse.
What are you paying?
3 caps per melon. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
Let's step away real quick, put on some clothes, and I'll give that a shot. See if I can put on my charisma clothes, if it'll make any difference. I doubt it. My charisma's absolute trash, but I did just put a point into it intentionally.
Lucy,
Here to collect the caps for the melons you gathered?
what's the pay?
It's 3 caps for each melon you turn in. Do you want to collect your pay now?
What's the pay?
It's 3 caps for each. Do you want to collect your pay now?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, here you go.
Great. Thanks for your help.
Alright, so I kind of messed that up, obviously. Still 3 caps per melon when all I did was pick their melons and sell them to them. It's not that bad. But I really need to try and remember to equip my charisma clothing before attempting that. So I probably could have just went ahead and tried it anyway, and it would have been fine, but that's what I get for trying to scum it a little bit. Save scumming isn't necessarily an option because I'm in survival, so I can't just save anywhere. We do have a bed here, so if I absolutely had to save, I could have slept here and done so. Ooh, rad stags. Nice. Come on, don't run. So you can use VATS as a quick and safe way to reload as well. That's a pretty useful thing for that. Where did that body go? There it is. If we can get to Sunshine Tidings Co-op, there is a magazine there that will double any meat we pick up, which would be really useful for food. Sucks. I should have read that before getting off of it. I know before, if you were crippled, or in the base game, non-survival difficulty, if you're crippled, you can just use a stim pack to fix it. I think you have to sleep in survival difficulty to cure it, though. Guess we can find out real quick, though. Okay, so stim pack still works. It does increase your fatigue and thirst and such whenever you use a stim pack, though, in survival. If I'm not mistaken, that's Sanctuary. Yeah, because that right there is the bridge. There is a few more little locations over in this direction I'd like to go to, and then we can head back to Red Rocket. Is there a raider? There sure is.
My arm! Damn it!
Oh, there's more than one.
Don't quit, do ya?
Ow. I think that should have that, but here's some raider gear. We can use that to better our armor. And another rad stag, that'll help out too. A little extra food. Rad stag steaks are really useful as well for having the bonus of giving you an additional carry weight. Or a boost to carry weight. ahead. Let's check out some of our clothes here. So the Drifter outfit is something that uses up all of your armor slots for your arms, your legs, and your chest piece. You can use under armor to get past a lot of that. So for example, I could put my vault jumpsuit back on and get past that. There are a few other types here as well, though. That just does energy resistance, so I don't think I'm going to bother with it. Road leathers should be fine. Then let's see here. Leather chest piece. Raider leg. Raider arm. So there we go. That's slightly better, I think. Let's see here. 5. Yeah, so that should be overall a little bit better. And let's drink a little purified water to heal up. It says I'm still thirsty. There we go. Look around a bit more. Now I'm overweight. Expected that. Not terribly interested in that. Got a few weapons that aren't going to be super useful, but I'm still overweight, so what we'll do...
Hey, over here.
...is we'll just have Dogmeat carry some of it back for us. And there's that stem packet grabbed. I thought that's what it did with it. Wow, that's his max capacity? That's crazy. Yeah, so carry weight's going to be a huge problem. I knew it would be. That's why I am absolutely intent on using this backpack and such. But, yeah, that's even worse than I expected, honestly. Bloat fly over there. There should be, like, a tiny shack around here somewhere. That's probably it in this direction I'm walking now, if you can see on the radial. There may be bugs here, I can't remember. Yeah. Gosh. My perception must be garbage. I don't even remember what I set it to, but obviously it ain't doing me too good. The bats, like I said, is one of the best things to use if you know you need to reload, because it slows time, gives you the reload, and still takes some shots. I'm still in a state of healing from drinking that water earlier. So I'm just going to let that continue. While I'm not going to be doing a stealth sniper build, I still do intend on using rifles, primarily things like laser rifles or plasma rifles, since I'm doing kind of a science build here. Just take all that. I'd like to take that. Okay, we've got the Wasteland Survival Guide here, one of the issues. Permanently take 5% less damage from melee attacks.